Those formative years from 1 to 6, Sigmund Freud, the famous psychologist or philosopher, whatever he was, said that the most significant and formative years of a child, you would think they would go to a teenager. No, he said 6. By the time your child is 6 years old, Sigmund Freud says a lot of stuff has already formed in him. Yeah, he's heard the conversations. He's heard you and the daddy going at it, whatever the case may be. He's got a mindset already. His attitude has changed. You see some young kids already, they walk around with a sour face and already, they're not even old at all, and they already got attitudes. Where do you get an attitude at 4 years old? That's a learned behavior. You didn't grow up like that. And so always keep in mind, I'm developing him for a wife. I know that's hard to think when he's 6 years old. And you ain't got time to be thinking that way. But the bottom line, you ought to. Otherwise, you will perpetuate a mentality of entitlement. If he doesn't understand he's got to work for stuff, he'll think that he's entitled to it. And he'll be busting you up or somebody else upside the head because of how somebody else raised him. He had a sense of entitlement. He got everything he wanted, everything he asked for. He felt that it just belonged to him. So if you're not going to give it to me, I'm going to put a gun to your head and take it from you. Because I'm just used to having. Some of y'all got some kids like that. You know what I'm talking about. Used to having. You got to put your foot down. Tough love. But surround him with positives as best you can while he's growing up. Just listen the other week, and you've heard this 1,000 times. My child got involved with the wrong crowd. The crowd starts at a young age, not when they become teenagers. So even because there's some young kids who in elementary school who are cursing. We got a young girl here who tells her mother, wait till I get home. I'm serious. I'm going to beat you. I'm serious. I didn't hear, but I was told this by people here. The kid is only about, I don't think the kid is 4 years old yet. Come on, I'm going to beat you. Where did that come from? I guess it came from the daddy. He had to hear it. So when I Christian babies down here, I tell the mother and father that Christian the baby's easy. My job is talking to you knuckleheads. Because if it's a girl, how she sees the father treat the mother, if the father's treating the mother abusively, she will grow up to think that that's how men are supposed to treat her, abusively, and she will get caught up in a relationship and think that's how it's supposed to be. Because that's what she grew up with. And I tell the mother, how you treat the husband, the father in the presence of the children, if you don't show no respect for him, she ain't going to show no respect for her man. It goes both ways. So the problem is not dedicating and blessing the child. It's the two knuckleheads up here who are cursing each other out. And God knows what else. But let me get back to my child got caught up with the wrong crowd. I was the police for 22 years in New York City. And I had to arrest a lot of people in 22 years. And the mothers would have to come down to the station house. There's not one mother or father who came down who did not say to me, my child got with the wrong crowd. Now, if all of them are saying that, if all of them are saying that, I got 5 kids got in trouble. I talked to each of their parents separately, and they each tell me my kid got involved with the wrong crowd. Well, where's the right crowd? My child got involved with the wrong crowd. Well, the other parent, the Joneses, think that the Smiths is the wrong child. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So everybody else is pointing the finger at their child getting involved with the wrong crowd. Your child is the crowd.